Hi friends, Tony DeWitt here, Missouri appellate attorney and a guy who likes to make the law make sense on YouTube. Here's what we're discussing today. One of the channels I'm really fond of here on YouTube is the channel from the Polk County Sheriff. And for those of you who don't know, the Polk County Sheriff in Florida is a guy by the name of Grady Judd. Now, Grady is outspoken. He will tell you in a minute what he thinks, and I really enjoy his morning briefings because they're short and to the point, and they highlight at least one stupid thing somebody has done over the course of the last 24 hours. And so, with that in mind, I want to show just a section of a video that was released this week, and then I want to talk about a posting that I saw on it, as well as the facts of the case. So let's take a look at that now.
So there's this guy by the name of Moses Ramirez. He's 21. He's driving a semi-truck loaded with sod. Now, you know how big that is. He crosses over into the northbound lane of Spirit Lake Road, and he hits Chelsea's car head on. She's driving a little blue Sonata. She's on her way home. Seat belted in, minding her business, 27 years old, a beautiful young lady. And this morning she's deceased because this guy was drunk. Did you hear what I said? He was at work driving a semi drunk. And witnesses saw him cleaning beer cans out of the semi truck before we arrived and hiding them. That didn't work too good for him. So he's locked up in the county jail where he should be for DUI manslaughter and tampering with evidence.
Well, as you can imagine, the driver is in a lot of trouble. He's probably going to go to prison for a while. But the people who employed him are going to be in a lot of financial trouble. My question, first of all, is where was this guy's supervisor? Apparently, he had cans of beer in the truck that he then threw out of the truck after the wreck. And that's what he got charged with tampering with evidence for. Where was the guy's supervisor? You telling me he didn't know he'd been drinking? They gave this guy a load of sod to transport on a truck, and nobody noticed the guy was, twice over the legal limit? You have to wonder about what kind of people take that kind of risk. Now, if I were the lawyer who was advising that trucking company, and of course I'm not, I couldn't be because I'm not a Florida lawyer and this is not legal advice, but if I was giving them advice, I would tell them to contact their insurance company and immediately make a policy limits offer on the policy in order to get this matter finished quickly. Because I can almost assure you that if we go through discovery in that case, we would find that this was not an uncommon thing at that employer. Now, maybe that's unfair. Maybe it was very uncommon. Maybe this guy is a complete outlier. But you got to wonder where the supervision process was in all of this. This was a lovely 27-year-old girl. She had her bachelor's degree in psychology from Purdue University in Indiana. Smart girl. And she was working at Coca-Cola in human resources. So her mother described that as her dream job. It is tragic to see somebody of that age, 27 years old, taken away because some other dummy couldn't control his liquor and wasn't smart enough to tell his boss, hey, look, I'm under the weather here. I can't drive this truck. Instead, he drove the truck and he killed somebody. You have to wonder what goes through not only the driver's mind, but anybody who let him near that truck if they could smell his breath. Now, maybe they couldn't. I don't know. And it's unfair to judge. But, wow, what a terrible thing to have happen. But now let's take a look at this. This article I found when I was browsing, and it would appear to be a troll. not in the classic sense, but more like, a trolling motor on a boat where you're trolling for fish, fishing for fish and dragging your bait along behind you. It looks to be an advertisement for somebody who might be soliciting business for attorneys. Now, Florida has all kinds of rules in their bar about soliciting people who might know that they have a claim, and there are rules against doing it because in the immediate aftermath of something like this, you're angry, you have a lot of emotions, and as a result, you don't think straight and you don't think clearly, and sometimes you don't make the best decision as to the lawyer that you might hire. So hopefully, the family won't see this, and hopefully, they have a family attorney who can guide them to somebody who can do them some justice here. But the fact of the matter is that no matter how successful any attorney is in getting the money, all he will ever be able to do, or she will ever be able to do, is get the money. Not going to be able to bring the young lady back. And that is the true tragedy in all of this. You see this a lot in wrongful death cases. Somebody who is in the prime of their life, who's making good money, who has a child, and all of a sudden they're taken away. And it's rarely a situation where it's fair. It's rarely a situation where anybody is willing to admit accountability or accept fault. And oftentimes it's necessary to litigate the thing through to the Supreme Court in order to get money. But for most families in this situation, it's not about getting money. It's about getting accountability. It's making somebody stand up and say, yeah, we did wrong, and we're sorry. And I don't think that without that kind of thing, you ever really get justice. If you don't get an apology, if you don't get something to show that there has been some accountability, then the legal process has not worked very well for you. Well, it's a short one today. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you have an opportunity today, do something kind for someone. And then catch me down here at the beach again next time. If you like this video, here are a few others you might try, and don't forget to subscribe. Have a terrific day, guys.